So both my parents were lawyers. I was babysat growing up from a very young age in law offices and law firms. I probably watched my first trial when I was in first or second grade for babysitting reasons, and I was either going to run to the law or away from it, and I was lucky that I ran to it and that I have been able to combine it with one of my other great intellectual interests, which is politics. The Australian Carbon Dividend Plan, it's a plan I've developed with Richard Holden in the business school as part of the Grand Challenge. The basic idea is you have a universal carbon tax, so a tax on everything in the economy that you can measure that emits carbon. Transport and electricity are the big ones. But instead of giving that money back to government, it would go straight back to citizens. Every citizen over 18 would get a fairly sizable cheque, either in the bank or in the mail, so that they would be compensated for the increased cost of electricity and transport, and so that they would feel that they had a stake in our climate and taking care of it. I work on a lot of topics to do with constitutional law, and basically my biggest focus at the moment is constitutional democracy. How do we design it to make it stick in the face of challenges, the kind of challenges we're seeing in a lot of countries worldwide at the moment? And on any measure, countries like Venezuela, Hungary, Poland are going backwards. Cambodia, the Philippines. There are countries in our regions like Thailand and Fiji that have, sporadically gone back and forth between military and democratic rule. But what's getting a lot of people worried is it's broader, that places like the United States and the UK, parts of Europe, are seeing the rise of parties and ideas basically challenge some of the most fundamental premises of the post-World War II liberal democratic order, and they do so openly. In the short run, the best thing we can do is think more creatively about the kinds of policies that will make democratic citizens feel trust and faith in their institutions. But in the longer run, we should take stock, and when we design the next constitution, the next Brexit vote, we should do it differently. We should ask people twice, not once. We should have different majority rules for different kinds of questions. So I think my constitutional design work is for the long run.